This week on Full Circle Florida, California scheming, planes, migrants, and politics. The DeSantis administration taking credit for another people dump funded by taxpayers, this time in California. Now the governor there is threatening kidnapping charges against DeSantis. Could that actually happen? Our panel weighs in on both sides. Supreme Court surprise, the ruling in Alabama on congressional maps that could have major implications for Florida. Joe St. George on what it all means for the future of your vote. And the rising profile of RFK Jr. Is it a real concern for the Democrats? Can he realistically challenge Joe Biden for the nomination? ABC News political director Rick Klein on the White House reaction. But we begin this week with the biggest story. Former President Donald Trump indicted a second time, this time on federal charges in the classified documents investigation. So let's get right to our panel. He is the host of the Ryan Gorman Show, weekday mornings from 5 to 9 on News Radio WFLA. Ryan Gorman is here with us, and she is the founder of Summit Communication Strategies. Janelle Irwin-Taylor on the panel this week. Okay, Donald Trump's presidential campaign now has 2 indictments on the menu. Can he survive this?
Oh, sure. Yeah, and the GOP primary. It's going to be a little bit different in a general election if he wins the nomination. This stuff is going to have an impact there. But in the primary, I'm not so sure the second indictment strengthens him like the first one did, because we saw a significant shift after that indictment. DeSantis was much closer, leading in some polls. Then that happened, and Donald Trump took a major lead. I'm not so sure we're going to see that this time around, but it's not going to hurt him, not in the primary race.
Janelle, you manage political crises. You're in the crisis room right now on Team Trump, metaphorically here. What would you tell that team trying to navigate through this?
You know, agree with them or not, they are doing exactly what they should be doing in this situation. They are turning scandal into money. They have a printing press for money right now, basically. Within minutes of this indictment news coming out last night, they had already blasted out emails soliciting fundraising dollars. They sent out another one this morning. And, the narrative works with their base. It works with Republican voters. The Democrats, the fake news media, the woke mob, they're out to get us. This is a witch hunt. It plays, and people open their wallets as a result of it.
The former president faces at least 7 charges, including retention of national defense information, conspiracy to obstruct justice, withholding a document, corruptly concealing a document, concealing a document, federal investigation, scheme to conceal, false statements. Maximum sentences to these range up to 5 to 20 years. These aren't parking tickets. Do you actually think he could face prison time when this is all said and done?
I think we're getting ahead of ourselves there. We haven't seen the indictment yet. And part of the problem with this country right now is what we saw in the immediate aftermath when this news came down, when Trump himself announced that he had been indicted. It's a lot of hysteria and people not just waiting to see the facts of the case. So when we get that, we'll have a better idea. This one is certainly more serious than when he was indicted in New York. There's no question about that.
Yeah, you got the Manhattan indictment, you've got this indictment, you've got another one likely coming from Georgia sometime in August or late summer. I don't even know how you keep this on the calendar and run a campaign at the same time, let alone eventually one of these is going to make it to trial, and the only thing standing between Trump and a jumpsuit is a jury.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or winning the presidential election.
Exactly. That's an interesting point, Ryan, because I had a conversation with somebody the other day, like, if I'm Trump, I'm thinking about my well-being and keeping myself out of jail. And I'm thinking maybe I broker an agreement with Ron DeSantis. Hey, I drop out of the race, endorse you, and when you win the election, you pardon me.
Well, we've seen that before.
But
Nixon.
This man, his ego knows no bounds. That's never going to happen. He is going to continue to play the victim card, and it's going to continue to rile up his base and even some outside of his base. And, you even have his own opponents in the GOP primary are rallying behind him. DeSantis was supportive. Tim Scott was supportive.
But doesn't this also help DeSantis in a way? Does it now open that lane wider for Ron DeSantis, who's been on the trail saying, look, let's not repeat the mistakes of the past. It hasn't been a winning strategy. I'm the new car.
I have said from day one that is never going to be a successful strategy, especially not for somebody like Ron DeSantis. He's very awkward in his interactions with the voters. If his wife were the one running, maybe that would be something that they could do. Republicans love an attractive woman. That would work, but DeSantis, I just don't see this helping him in any way.
Ryan, do you think, I mean, these people hire political consultants who are experts at this. Do you think DeSantis had ears on the ground knowing that, okay, eventually these indictments are coming down? This is why he ran. Is this not his opportunity to really make his case? I mean, his poll numbers haven't really moved, though. That's the problem.
There's a couple of issues. First of all, the Trump indictment is going to keep Trump front and center in the news. So it's very difficult for all the other candidates to get anywhere, to get any kind of attention, to build that kind of momentum. But you know, I've asked my listeners this on a number of different occasions. When it comes to Trump and DeSantis, that matchup, how do you come down on it? And I got to tell you, I get a lot of responses saying, look, we kind of like DeSantis because he basically gives us what we're looking for in terms of policy and all of that. He's a fighter, and maybe there's just not going to be as much drama, and that's what DeSantis is going to have to try to pull off here.
DeSantis has his own drama, the migrant flights, that kind of got pushed to the back burner with the Trump thing. But the migrant flights, the sequel, how do voters see this? Is DeSantis winning anyone over, particularly these other states that he's going to? How do they see this?
So this is an opportunity for him to really capitalize on earned media in a room where Trump has sucked all of the air out of it. So, and you're catering to the same group of people that Trump is catering to, that really see these migrant flights, which don't benefit Florida directly in any way. They love it. They eat it up. It's owning the libs, right? So the problem for DeSantis, though, is that it is targeting Trump's base, and Trump's base is fiercely loyal, and they're not going to abandon him just because DeSantis did something that they like.
Well, meanwhile, insurance rates are going to go up 14% if this approval rate goes through. So that's a real problem affecting real people in Florida. But, the California governor is threatening kidnapping charges against DeSantis. Do you think that's real, or is this just politics?
No, I don't think that's real. I think with DeSantis and these migrant flights, there was a lot of outrage for the migrant flights to Martha's Vineyard. And then when we took a look at what people had to say about that, what voters had to say about that, wasn't as unpopular as some in the media and some in politics thought it was going to be. I think we're basically going to see the same thing here. And we have to keep in mind, DeSantis has to win the GOP primary first. It's like a baseball team going in the wild card round. You got to throw everything you got at it to get to the next round. That's what DeSantis is doing here, because there is no general election if he doesn't win the primary.
All right, hang with me, guys, because we've got a lot to talk about on the Democrat side of things with Biden and RFK Jr. We'll talk about that. But next here on Full Circle Florida, a voting rights victory, the U.S. Supreme Court's unexpected verdict about Alabama's voting maps and the impact it could have on the rest of the country, including Florida. Next.